Greetings, flesh creatures. It is I, Megatron. On behalf of TFYLP, I want to congratulate you for listening to the most refined collective podcast on this miserable little planet Earth. Yes. Here you'll find knowledgeable fans discussing every aspect of Transformers and beyond. Now, enjoy the show while I continue my path to complete conquest of all of you miserable biological entities. Predacons, terrorize!
Okay, hopefully this is working for everyone. Welcome to TFYLP episode 510. I'm Lucas. I am joined tonight by Catherine.
Hello.
And Nick.
Hi. Again.
And Phil.
Deja vu.
And I think we picked up a Destron.
Forever Destron.
So there we go. All right. I think we got the sound fixed, hopefully. I apologize to everyone. We had to completely restart to get it to work, but I think it's working now. So, yes. Anyway. All right. So now I guess if Nick, if you want to just completely repeat what you've been saying for the last 15 minutes.
All right. Well, Catherine started us off with the leak list, and we were talking about Nemesis. We're talking about the biggest toy on the list. We're talking about the Titan Nemesis. And the thing I had said was, this toy has been rumored for a while now, for a few years back, and the thing that struck me when I originally heard of it, I was like, I don't want that. I don't ever want that. Why would I want that? You want to give me a Nemesis that doesn't transform? Okay, that's cool. And then the arc happened, and I was like, oh, this can be a cool concept, well executed. This is now something I am very interested in, and I'm curious to see what they do with it. And if I remember right, the rumored alt mode from years ago was going to be Tidal Wave or something, but that never made sense to me. So if they make it its own character, I'm more interested. So let's see where that goes. I'm excited for it.
I love how Peter is, sitting in there like making facial expressions and hand gestures while Nick is talking about the arc. So I guess that you were not as positive on the arc as what Nick was.
If they'd made a non-transforming arc or an arc that opened up as a playset, it would have been a lot better. It was an incomplete alt mode, a shoddy robot, and it was shoddy. It didn't even. I mean, it couldn't pass for a last Autobot. It couldn't. It didn't hit any of the. I mean, to each their own. Your mileage will vary. I was not at all sold. I like Fred work. His solution was to glue it shut in arc mode and just forget that it transformed. Yeah, he bought kits to fill the gaps and then glued it shut. Way to go. So if Nemesis does nothing like that, I'm on board. If it turns into purple monstrosity, not my jam.
Oh, what if it's cool? It might be cool.
It'll be about as cool as the thing I'm going to be showing silently on the screen for the next minute and a half while you guys continue the conversation.
It looks like a decent pair of pants.
The Arc was a toy that I think I enjoyed more than I expected to. I definitely didn't pay full price for it. I'm glad I didn't. I tend to feel that way about most Titans because I feel like you can get good deals on them. I did enjoy the design aspect of the Arc as a robot. I thought there were some cool elements in design features that were more akin to a Sentinel or Iron Man, especially in the head. I liked his proportions. I liked his profile. I just felt then that there were some areas that were lacking. I felt like, the head just having the swivel joint without any sort of ball joint or anything like that, lack of articulation around the hands kind of thing. So you could tell it was not as, there were some corners cut since we had gotten Scorponok the year before. I don't have Metroplex, the new one, nor do I plan on getting Metroplex, so I can't say how that feels quality wise, but hopefully Nemesis is another cool design. I mean, the Nemesis, as I was saying, is not as simple of a spaceship design as the Ark is. The Ark is pretty darn simple. It's just like it's like a U that's filled in. The Nemesis is got more designs, more pointy. It's more kind of like, hey, let's take a Star Destroyer and throw some more triangles on it. And so I could see them screwing up that design a lot more easily. One, because it's an easier design to screw up, and two, because it's not as well known of a design.
The Nemesis is very well known from the ocean floor.
That wasn't the Nemesis, though.
That wasn't?
Nope. That was their second ship.
Oops.
The Nemesi.
I think it was called the Revenge. No, Revenge was Galvatron's ship.
Yeah, that's Galvatron's ship.
Yeah.
To the wiki!
To the wiki.
To the walls!
I mean, I don't know that the Ark could have been like a decently scaled playset, really. I don't know. I don't know that Hasbro, I mean, how often have they actually even made a decent playset? I mean, I guess that there was like a movie ship from, I can't remember, Revenge of the Fallen maybe. There was a playset. Was that like the last one that they really did, other than like Rescue
That was
Bots
the
and
Ark
things
too.
like that?
Yeah, that was also
Yeah,
the
that was
Ark.
Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, it was Dark of the Moon. I mean, they're coming out with all these core class figures. They could have done something that could have been maybe interactive with that scale. Just something more than
something along the
big
lines of the
guy.
vintage Kenner Millennium Falcon. Essentially.
Yeah,
I can
I
sit
don't
in the
know
pilot
that
seat.
they would have executed a playset all that well, or that we would have been that excited about it any more than the current one is. I definitely agree, though. The Ark, and especially after I've gotten it, like it's definitely lacking compared to some of the other ones. Like I think Scorponok is definitely like the top tier of those, and
Yeah.
I think that it's hard to for anything to come after that. But it's I feel like it's definitely down there. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Fort Max, so of their redo of Fort Max, I should say. So maybe it's around there for me. But yeah, the Ark is probably one of the weaker ones. But at the same time, I don't think that the ship mode was really that bad. So if you want to do like how Peter, you mentioned that Fred did and just glue it together, I mean, okay, sure.
Well, if that Titan doesn't satisfy your Titan itch for 23, there is one more. We do have a Gen Select Titan. So similar to Black Zarek, it looks like we're going to get the Omega Supreme repaint.
But what's it going to be?
Omega Guardian. Whatever, weren't they like blue and white? I'm not actually clear on what they...
Gray and blue, I think, right?
Yeah.
Wait, where did we see that? I didn't even know about that. I missed that.
I didn't recognize
That leak came out a while ago. It's not in the most recent leak, but it was leaked a few months ago, reportedly for 2023.
It was.
It is on our leak list as well. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it just identifies it as a $300 selects toy. That's Canadian. That's Canadian.
Oh, okay,
it's Canadian.
all right.
Okay,
Oh, there it
yeah.
selects too. I mean, can it be shattered glass? I would much rather it was shattered glass.
I'd rather
just
there be
pretend
no more
it's shattered
shattered glass forever.
Oh, why do you
This is
say
more
these things to hurt me,
consistent in
Peter?
what we have been hearing all along, though. But then we've got Armada Optimus Prime for our Commander class.
Another one that's been talked about for a while. We saw a prototype like
that
a
one's
couple
been
years ago,
shown.
right?
Yeah, it's been 2 years now, plus.
I wonder why that got bumped so far down the road. What they were planning originally, and why it didn't fit where they wanted it.
They
This-
were
this seems like
getting
a-
ready to push the Cybertron stuff, like Cybertron Optimus Prime. They probably just didn't want to have too large a glut of giant Optimus Prime figures on shelves.
When has that ever stopped them before?
I mean, spreading it out has served them well of late.
Agreed. I'm just
Did the
being,
commander class
catty.
actually exist whenever that was originally like? I don't
Yeah.
think they
Yeah.
did it.
Rodimus was out by then. Yeah.
Was he? Okay, I couldn't remember the timing of that.
And prior to Rodimus was Skylynx, and prior to Skylynx was whoever it was in
Jetfire.
Jetfire.
Jetfire was the first.
So yeah, it'd been out. The class had been out for a while, but we didn't even see the full proto. We just saw the cab, as I recall.
I thought it was the super robot we saw.
Did you see the super robot?
That's what I thought.
I might have blocked it out because I said, "Ugh, Armada."
Wasn't that a
See,
Japanese
I
show?
swear that I thought that Armada Optimus Prime had been floating around for like 5 years or something.
Yeah, that's about right.
I think you've been
Way
hearing
back
it
with
float around
the-
in third party for a lot of years.
Yeah.
One of those, like so and so is totally going to make one eventually, but I don't recall a lot of Hasbro rumors around it.
Yeah. It was we saw the grayscale,
Yeah.
and it was, I want to say it was during, what the hell was the first thing called? Siege? Right? And then Earthrise?
Mhm.
Was it shown at the same time as Star Convoy? For some reason, I associate the two of those together.
Well, why don't I just Google it?
Fine.
Oh,
Cheat.
that's no fun. So, and then
I
Ron says
feel like
they
right
also
now is
leaked
a
a
better-
Shattered Glass Grimlock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Speaking of, but going back to the Armada Prime, I
35th
think now
anniversary it was shown off for. So what the hell was the 35th anniversary?
2020. 35th in Japan was 2020.
okay. Yeah,
So, there you
that
go.
kind of makes sense. But I mean, right now you've got Armada.
So it's according to this post on Reddit, it was 4 years ago that they showed this proto.
Okay.
So there you go.
But right now you've got Armada Starscream is just hitting shelves.
Yeah.
Armada Hot Shot is coming out, and people are already starting to get some of the first in hand toys of that. So I think we're in a good place to get another Armada toy to fit in with that. Who knows if we'll get any more? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the new Armada toys yet, so it's hard for me to say if these are going to be good or not. The Armada Starscream, I'm kind of excited to pick up.
He's fun.
Armada Hot Shot, I'm on the fence about. But yeah, I don't know. I'll wait and see. This is, I think one of the things that made the first Armada toy so kind of lame was the transforming gimmick. And if you remove that, could you make it a much more streamlined and interesting toy? Or how slavish will they try to be to the original toy with its just crappy lower body?
Yeah.
Because
That
the fans'
original
hobby
Armada
version, I
Optimus
would
is
say,
not
was-
good.
Yeah, the fans' hobby version, I would say, is even too slavish for my liking. Their naval commander toy is too much trying to emulate the original toy design, and maybe just all around the original toy design is lousy, but the character design in general is just lousy. I don't know, but that's a toy that you could make a lot of improvements on from the original, and be very, very faithful to the concept of the original toy, but make a ton of improvements on.
Well,
Kind of
I'm
akin to
curious-
Power Master Optimus Prime, or Power Master Optimus Prime. Again, cool idea, cool concept. I love that original toy, but it's a brick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like in general, just because even at that commander class, like the original toy had a lot of plastic, and right, like so. I mean, this new one, I'll be curious to see how it compares. How big it is, and whatever.
I mean, if we look at Motor Master, and you get, the cab that turns into Prime, that's the scale of Motor Master, and then the trailer turns into the rest of his body. Again, akin to Motor Master. I feel pretty good about that. I mean, Motormaster is a darn good sized toy. Granted, he's designed to have other robots come in and fill in the limbs a bit more, but yeah, I feel confident in terms of what we've received before from the Commander class.
Well, in that same vein, there's one other Commander class on that list too. Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus. Which I gotta say, that's going to be a nice upgrade for me from my Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. So,
before we get to that, I am curious. The Armada Optimus Prime, like, are we actually going to get the what's the bots? I'm like blanking on
Minicons.
Spark plug.
Minicons, yes. Are we going to actually get Minicons now for Armada or not?
probably
Give Starscream his.
for the line.
Do all the sets of all the mini guys because that worked out really well last time.
No, Peter. What they'll do is they'll only do like half of them.
Right.
And
That's right.
They'll just do like just the
And then the
top
other half will
of
suddenly show up with a HasLab at some point in 5 years later.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then
It's just torsos. It's just Minicon torsos, no legs.
Sparkplug's gonna be a boat this time. Like, guys, we got a boat. We're gonna make Sparkplug a boat.
Worse, they're going to do them the same way they did Point Blank.
Oh God, that Target Master was so disappointing. You already have a Target Master mold. Why would you do this?
That mold costs more.
Oh God.
So now the Ultra Magnus. I am curious to see what they're gonna do with it. Like, are they gonna go back and do the armor pieces, similar to what they've done recently, or are they gonna do something else?
If they make it look like the Gen 1 trailers, where I mean the Kingdom and the Siege one don't look like movie whatever, 86 movies. So the trailer needs a complete overhaul. The bot mode, they might eliminate the whole bot mode. Who knows? But yeah, there's massive room for improvement over any previous Ultra Magnus.
I liked the last one. I was satisfied. I didn't need another one. I understand, I guess, why they're doing this, but I also didn't need that Ironhide. So that's a thing I bought.
Well, I think that's the thing is that I really love the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, but he's showing his age. Like, it doesn't have enough articulation, for the new set. And then the new ones, like you said, Peter, like, they're just not accurate at all in the the car carrier mode. So it's like, if we can get one that's more accurate. But yeah, I'll be curious to see how it compares, even to the Masterpiece. Like, are they going to do an all-in-one like the Masterpiece, or are they going to do, again, like the pieces again?
I mean, I feel like if you're going to do a Studio Series toy, and I'm not talking Rise of the Beast Studio Series, which are not as accurate to their, screen appearance potentially, but if you're going to do a 86 movie accurate, then there's no reason to have an inner white Optimus Prime.
Yeah, there is. What about Return of Optimus Prime, where he puts on the alloy?
That's what I always did with mine when I was 4.
That's why he was animated like that. You paint him all white, and it's like, oh yeah, it's totally Optimus with alloy.
Alloy Optimus.
Hate Plague. Yeah.
But this isn't
so he could fight,
Prime Studio
Hate Plague
Series.
Hot Rod.
But hey, man, a studio animated that episode, did they not?
It was animated as part of the cartoon series. You're correct.
Animated by a studio. Say it.
Yes. It was animated by a studio as part of the cartoon series. So there was a studio that worked on that series.
I'll show
John
myself
thinks
out.
he's safe behind his base there.
I just keep doing, like, every time I see that toy, I'm just doing the kids in the hall, like, I want to shake your head. I want to crush your head.
This guy is a big blue and white car carrier, and the cab of the vehicle combines with the trailer to form a super robot. This is basically Ultra Magnus right here.
Yeah, for all intents and
Maybe
purposes,
got that
right?
sneak peek.
That toy was like massively thick from the front view, and then you turn to the side, like, oh god, even the side is like it's as wide as it is deep.
I feel like Anna is
Dated a girl like that once.
going to be incredibly jealous of that, Peter, because it's just such a weird piece, and it can just like hide half of you on camera there too. So
He has such a tiny head.
yeah, that totally that looks like an Anna toy right there.
And is this Brave or Machine Robo?
This is Machine Robo Rescue.
Okay, gotcha.
So there you go.
Anyway, back to Ultra Magnets.
Back to another car carrier with guns on his shoulders.
Indeed.
Oh, can we deal with that now?
Yeah, and Ron asked,
see what you did
is Ultra Magnus going to come apart like Cup?
Oh, so you can recreate the Junkion scene, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was supposed to get drawn and quartered
with a hole in his chest, so I'm not holding up hopes.
I don't know. I'd love to see them also retool it into an updated IDW Ultra Magnus as well. That'd be my hope.
I want to see them go back to like the Dreamwave era, and you can like just pull off parts of his armor to reveal the oh my god, it's Optimus underneath.
Yeah.
Shock of shocks.
Yes.
So
As he's
also,
fighting Shockwave, incidentally.
Oh yeah.
So also in that Studios 86 leak selection there's a 2-pack of deluxes. No idea who they are. Any thoughts on who those could be?
I mean, it really could be anybody. I mean, that's the thing that's
Oh.
the trouble with this leak list is I feel like half the leak list wasn't actually named characters, so it's just like, oh, we're getting some deluxes. It's like, who would have thought?
It's
probably to hide
labeled
it
as
from
BB, so it's a buzzworthy Bumblebee 2-pack, right?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's redecos of things we've...
It's Studio Series 86 though.
Yeah. So
But
if it's
Cliff
a
Jumper and
Bumblebee
Cup.
Studio Series 86, it's like the Cliff Jumper and the Cup that we've had, where they're repaints of
Right.
existing things.
Yep.
Right?
We'll get
Mhm.
slightly
Yeah.
nicer versions of what we already have.
So something that I've already bought,
Incremental.
they're going to really deluxe up the paint job, and I'll be sad that I opened the one that I already bought,
Yes.
Good.
because that
Yeah.
keeps happening.
Well,
Hashtag the Hasbro way.
it will be time to buy a new Ironhide.
Wait, what's the
Again,
price point on this thing?
No, it'll be like Phil was saying. It's gonna be
$76.99 Canadian.
It's gonna be like Prowl and some of the Datsuns, but they'll do the new paint job. Then they'll come out with another new version of it next year.
So it's like a $55 to $60 US price point. So what the hell does that mean? Is that 2 deluxes?
Or
Yeah.
the Lux and the Voyager.
That's 2
Mm,
deluxes.
2 deluxes. I think it's
It says
Yeah.
too much to be.
And right before that is Movie 7 animatronic changer
Ugh,
for
almost $200.
$150.
Or I'm
well,
sorry,
that's
$150
$190
probably.
Canadian, so
So
120.
190, 140, according to Google at the moment.
The $140 animatronic changer based on the movie.
Yeah.
It's the 7th one is the Rise of the Beast, yes?
Yes.
I feel like that's something all of us will skip except for Nick.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that
how
depends.
freeing
It's
does this
Optimus
feel?
Paul might get-
How freeing does this feel, Peter? Not to have to worry about getting that.
Who said I stopped?
Oh, you're not stopping. So the new movie stuff, you're gonna back the truck up and collect all that stuff.
Who said I actually stopped? I never actually confirmed that I stopped anything. I might just be secret stressing and buying junk in the background. And definitely not spending my hard-earned funds on this sort of thing instead. And by hard-earned, I mean I don't work very hard.
Tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You're an
$800
enigma
million.
wrapped in a mystery, Destron.
I mean, he was going to bail out, and then he saw those two transforming masks and said, God damn it, you pulled me back in.
They know what I like.
You had me at
Soulcraft-
transforming sex dungeon mask.
Soulcraft.
Sex Cauldron? I thought they closed that place down. Sorry, Phil.
Oh, you're good.
Soulcraft's prediction is that they're going to do a jazz with no clear plastic for the studio series. See, I feel like
Jazz
they're going to
with
go the other way. It's jazz with only clear plastic.
Jazz would be a good candidate. He has blue tinted windows and all that fun stuff. Who else could? I mean, there are so many Autobots that got like 2-frame cameos. Hound, Sunstreaker. If we got a Sunstreaker in Studio Series 86 for that one, well, he's in 2 different shots. He's on the ground when Hot Rod's shooting at the shuttle, and he's landing with Optimus on the other shuttle. But his colors are right in both of those shots. So if we got a corrected color Sunstreaker, I wouldn't hate that. If we got a corrected color Jazz, I wouldn't hate that. If we got a corrected color, I don't know, Huffer, he didn't really need his colors corrected, but that's an excuse to just put anyone in there. There could be Corpse on the Ground Wheeljack. They could use it as an excuse to have Windcharger. Where's our Voyager class Ratchet or whoever? Like,
I think
Soul leaving his body Prowl.
2-pack of Hate Plague bots.
I'll take it.
I think we're forgetting an obvious
All
candidate.
translucent red plastic.
A Bumblebee. This is, I mean, granted, Buzzworthy Bumblebee has not always had Bumblebee toys, but we have not gotten a Studio Series Bumblebee.
Watch it be one of those then and now 2-packs.
No. Yeah.
And I'm out again, folks.
It's whatever the Bumblebee deluxe figure is from the new movie and a 86 movie Bumblebee where they get to use the Volkswagen mold again for this one release or something.
It's the Walmart Netflix mold, but in the correct deco. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
I've got a question
But plot twist, it has the wrong face and he's going straight into the monitor.
Got a
I just
question
want
for
to have the sound packs just be
another
like,
item
shit.
on the list there. What is the Generations MPM 236 Canadian dollar item?
It's a big
NPM
giant
was
theater.
the trains. So what the hell is going to be? Oh, maybe that's just a Canadian.
No, MPM is movie. MPM is
you're right.
Masterpiece
I'm
movie.
sorry.
MPG is the trains.
MPG. Yeah.
Yeah, miles per gallon is
So it's a movie masterpiece.
237.
It's a movie masterpiece, and it's a big one. So it's going to be
Maybe
another
it's Optimus
Optimus,
Primal.
or yeah,
$175.
Why does it also have Why does it have the Generations tagline with it? If it's movie masterpiece.
Huh. Interesting.
I
Could
don't
be
know.
a
Maybe they're
repaint
just
of someone
changing.
we've gotten.
I mean, the person asked there would be Paul and be like, "Bro, dog, it's all about slip cases, and the U.S. version has a slightly different UPC, and you got to have all of them, or else they don't count, or whatever." You never know. I don't know. It probably says Generation somewhere on the box. Let's see. Do I have any MPM sitting around here?
The good news is that it'll be clearanced at Target within like a week. So
It'll be clearanced out, and the spot will be gone.
I never even
before it
see
actually
these things
lands.
on the goddamn shelves.
Yeah,
Oh, Grinder, I've seen a lot.
Hate it.
not once here.
Did we ever get the Cybertronian tattoo Starscream?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that I could see them doing as a Generations MPM, where it's here's one we've already done, but he's got a different deco. But it's the
I
same
think that the
figure.
first one was Tattoo Starscream, right? Wasn't that NPM 1 or 2 or whatever?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't actually own any of the MPM toys.
So it's a that.
it's upstairs.
Okay. What about TF Generation Fan Exclusive number 2?
I'm guessing that's going to be the San Diego set. Since they don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
They're gonna have a fake poll. They already know who it's gonna be. They're gonna have a fake poll and be like, "Hey, you guys chose Windblade again."
Not fan vote, fan exclusive, like the Alpha Trion set.
No. Fan vote. They're gonna make
Pit
it
of Judgment or whatever.
And 5 different collabs.
Yeah, one of those is allegedly
Soundwave
Like
is the
Dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dreadnought
As
Thunder Machine.
Thunder Machine,
which
there we go.
is really cool. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm glad that you guys are excited for those G.I. Joe crossover figures.
I wish they would stay together a little better, but I really like the designs. I think the designs are fun. You know, I like
really
the
like
size
them,
on them. I
except for
like
the fact
that
that
they're
they
big.
suck, is what I heard Nick say.
Could much like everything they're making right now, they could all stand to have better QC. The engineering is great. The toys are fun. The problem is the materials don't hold up.
You're telling me that
It's a QC issue.
that Megatron his tank has great engineering.
For what it is, for the fact that it has to be both things, yeah, I think it's great. Look at how
Comparing the
hollow the
Bumblebee
original
to
his
the
tank is,
Megatron?
man. I don't know what you guys want.
Comparing that Bumblebee to the Megatron, it's night and day, man. If it's more engineered like the Bumblebee,
Yeah,
who doesn't seem to be a Kibble nightmare. Well, I mean, he's a Kibble nightmare, but he's not as Kibble a nightmare as Megatron is. Megatron is egregious in how like I've got parts hanging off of me. I don't know. It's ugh. I'm not looking forward to this. I would buy it and
like
keep
the
it as
Megatron.
a Thunder Machine because we didn't get a modern version of the Thunder Machine, but that's about it.
Do
do
we
these
think
do
all
these
5
fit
of
the
these?
modern figures, or they only fit classic O-ring?
Oh, farts. Good point. It's gonna come with O-ring Zorana, and it's not gonna fit modern stuff.
And her face is going to look like the Thunder Machine ran it over.
Well, I mean,
So just like
they
the
could
original.
choose either of the two original Zorana heads if they want.
Yeah.
Like with the earrings and without the earrings, with the wider face and with the narrower face.
Well, they could use was it 2007 sculpt? That wasn't bad.
Don't use the comic book sculpt because that was good. We don't want that.
I don't
We
know
want
what
to
I
leave
was
everyone.
thinking.
We want to leave everyone wanting more forever, so they keep coming back. Incremental improvement.
Do we think all 5 are going to be G.I. Joe?
No.
No
No.
Maybe 2 though. We did get 2 this year.
Wasn't there another one rumored recently other than G.I. Joe? Wasn't there something in the last couple of weeks where it was like, oh, this might be the next collab? I don't remember what the hell that was though.
Well, there was.
Am I making that up?
No, there was
No,
rumors
there was
of something,
something.
and we couldn't figure out what it was. And then, like a day or two later, like Transformers Beyblades.
Oh God, please no. Please put a bullet in my head.
It's coming.
It's
What
not-
is
Physical
wrong with-
versions are
like,
coming.
How is
Digital?
that the thing that's over the top for you, Nick?
Go on, say it. Say the words.
I mean, I bought all of the Angry Birds Transformers, so I don't know that I really have room to talk. But like, I also bought all of the Hexbug Transformers.
Same here.
I have bought some real
But-
garbage.
Those Beyblade ones, the ones we've been shown so far, are digital only. So you get
I
to
bought the
spend money
fidget
on.
spinners.
I bought the fidget spinners. I bought the little cubes.
Yeah, the Rubik's Cube.
Well, there was the Rubik's cubes, and then there were also the fidget cubes.
Yeah.
Why would you get digital Beyblades? What's the point of that?
Because they're offering digital Beyblades, and they're official U.S. Transformers product. Just like the NFTs, just like the Funko Pop digital NFTs.
Again, I
Can't have
didn't
a full
play the
set.
digital NFT game because it's stupid, and I
Can't
will
have a
wait
full
for the
set
prices to come
unless you
down on those
have
Funko Pops.
them. You gotta get them.
Hey, does anyone have any Shattered Glass Magic cards, by the way?
So I bought a
I think
box.
if you own a collectible store, that'd be easy to come by.
I bought a box of the goddamn collector boosters for
Ooh.
$250 or whatever, because it's the only way to get those cards. And I opened my box, and you can see that video over on my pal Billy the Kid's review channel. I got one Shattered Glass normal card. I didn't get any of the foils. I got I didn't get a full set of like the most basic Transformers. I got a few of the foil regular Transformers. I didn't even get both token cards.
Damn.
So I really hope that whoever decided to put Transformers cards into Magic and make them impossible to get, I hope something really bad happens to them.
Well, that's not nice.
No, it isn't
Instead
nice.
of putting your money in,
It's not
instead of
nice.
putting your money into
No
those
part of it's
sorts of
nice.
things, you could put your money into this, and you can get yourself one of these or two of these. These are going for like, I don't know, $40 a pop, and then you know you have it.
I will bide my time until the prices come down on those Magic cards.
For anyone,
But like, I really resent it, and it's shit like that that's going to make me walk away from the hobby altogether. So if anybody out there from Hasbro is listening, this is the thing that'll make me walk away. Stop it.
Nick, you
For
tease.
anyone who does want the Magic cards, the normal versions, non-foil, they can all be bought very cheaply.
Very cheaply.
Very cheaply as singles.
Yeah.
Like $2 or less for every one of them.
So glad I spent $250 on a box for cards I could have bought for way less than that.
Well, those are for the shattered glass, though. That's a different... There's no cheap way to get all them.
Did you get any good non-Transformers cards that you could sell?
I don't know. I don't play Magic.
Send them over my way. I'll sort them out.
I'm going to see if I can sell the rest of the box and get some cash to buy some of the other stuff. But
Yeah, Ron
criminal.
asks, so
It's criminal.
Here's the question: will you guys complete your Power of the Primes card set first, or your Magic card set first?
Oh my god!
I'm missing 6. I'm missing 6 Power of the Prime cards, so probably that first.
I mean, Scotty completed his set, so.
Ooh, Scotty's the best at everything. Let's all go over to the other channel where we don't watch and talk about Scotty.
God, he doesn't know.
Are you talking about the ones that came with the figures?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where there were 12 per figure,
12 per
Each
figure
of the
minus
different
the
promises.
including the leaders, and the leaders were blind boxed. You couldn't see what card you were getting.
and the Titans.
No,
Yeah.
Titan only had
Looked at them.
one.
I just threw them in my little box over there and didn't pay attention. Let me know which ones you need.
I love Rob's
Yeah.
comment. Triggered.
I've done this before with these guys too, because like a few years ago I went through all my cards, Catherine, and was like, "Hey Nick, hey Peter, is there anything you need?" And like all of us have done this too. The trouble is, again, is the leader class figures, and then I think also the primal. Was that like the exclusive primal? Did he have 12 different cards?
Oh, no. He was fine. He was
the
just
San
one.
Diego one. The San Diego one had just the
just
one.
had one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the leader class
But-
one.
The leader class one had all the different cards. The
Mhm.
regular deco, yeah, and that's the one that's problematic. Because he was last wave. He was short run.
So there's like one card that's worth looking at, not the whole. Got it.
So, anyway. Well,
So back to
sorry
our
guys to
leak
bring back
list.
bad memories
Yes.
on that.
We still have lots of leaks to.
Yes. Yes. Well, any thoughts on the other collabs? Anybody think any of these are going to be other Hasbro properties?
Someone always likes to shout out Mask.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that. I
My
could be
question
hopeful,
is-
right?
Are we going to get any more Universal monsters?
Oh god. I mean, the Dracula toy was fun. I can't really even complain all that much. It was fine. It's an
fun
odd
packaging.
choice. Huh?
The box was cooler than the toy.
By far.
I like this cape. It was kind of neat touch, I guess. I don't know.
I
Software
feel like
sucks,
all of
especially on a
these
Transformer.
collaborations are solely based on other companies, like going to Hasbro and saying, "Hey,
Hey, make a
like,
Transformer."
we want a Transformer for whatever freaking reason it is. So if it's a Top Gun movie or Dracula or whatever it may be, Ghostbusters.
You know what I'd really like to see is the Mystery Machine and the Turtle Van. If they could pull those two off, I would be really impressed. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I love how
Batmobile.
Peter had that handy, even though he has discussed how much he hates that figure numerous times.
Knight Rider could be cool too.
Yeah.
I could be down for Kit.
Kind of surprised they haven't done that in the A Team and all
Exactly.
those easy 80s one-shot properties.
Yeah.
Doing the 80s properties makes the most sense to me. If they were to do Kit from Knight Rider, the A-Team van, I mean, it just the synergy of that era is hot and will continue to be hot for a while. So
Probably
want
not
my
going to do
Twilight
the
Sparkle.
General Lee. I don't know if that one's going to go.
let's just not do that one. That's the 70s. That kind of predates this.
See,
But we could
I
do-
would disagree. I think the '80s stuff. My assumption is they would probably try and skew younger. The GI Joe stuff from the '80s makes sense because they're both Hasbro brands. But again, my thought would be that they'd try to skew younger. Although Tonka's kind of evergreen at this point.
I know F-14s and the 86 Top Gun movie. That's fresh in people's minds.
But you had the Maverick movie coming out. So
But the Maverick movie was still like being filmed when the first round of that collab came out.
No, that movie was filmed.
No,
back
the
in
movie got
2000.
delayed because of pandemic.
Well, okay, if it hadn't been released yet, I'll
Right.
correct myself. So I mean,
That's why
I don't
they
know how
got a
much
second run. Because they totally flubbed the release on that.
of a figure that could have used a better deco.
Ron brings up a good point. Power Rangers, because they have done a ton of Power Ranger collab stuff lately. There was the Turtles set. There was the Street Fighter stuff.
Yeah.
There's been a Power Rangers versus Godzilla book.
Yeah, kind of surprised that hasn't happened now that you mention it.
I totally see the universe where, they do something, maybe a Grimlock retooled into the Dragon Zord or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Oh,
to be
you're hating
honest,
that.
I almost could see like a combiner. You can do like a Megazord combiner collaboration kind of thing. So then you have to collect
maybe.
multiples.
Wait, how many are on this list? That's 5, right?
There you go.
Oh, it could be. Ooh.
They just take their Zord Ascension project and repaint it into Transformers colors. Make it a Dinobot combiner. Make it Volcanicus Zord.
Oh man, someone just there you go. I was gonna say someone disliked the video for a minute, and I was like, oh, what did we say?
Volcanicus Megazord. Yeah.
But then they went back and liked it, so yeah.
They saw my face and were like, oh God, no.
But
So I think that puts us down to the Voyagers now.
Where's that?
We don't really have a lot of specifics on any of the Voyagers or Deluxes that are listed. They're just Voyager, Deluxe.
there's
Well, hold on.
Voyagers
Let's go
and
back to the
Deluxes coming
collabs.
out.
The collabs real quickly. There's two that at least Canadian bucks are over $100.
Yeah.
So, what I would probably say on that is
110 and let's see what 115 works out to.
Well, the
$85.
$150 one, that one's obviously the My Little Pony collab. So, Supreme Collection.
Bring on Twilight Sparkle. That's all I've wanted
I would
for
just
years.
say if the Jurassic Park set taught us anything, it's weight. 'Cause that set got deeply, deeply discounted.
It's a
not
nice
bad
set. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I wish I would have waited on that one.
Yeah.
And then the GI Joe ones, those ones have been discounted both, but
And then those are fun to get even cheaper once you flip the G.I. Joe figure.
Oh, wait, what do you guys think of Shatterglass Grimlock?
Yes. More, please. All of them.
Really?
So, what
Yes.
color is Shatterglass Grimlock? Like, was he in the original
Triptychon.
picture? I honestly
Triptychon.
don't remember.
Stripticon colors.
Oh, okay.
Gimme.
Here's my thing with Triptychon. I'm sorry, with Shatterglass Grimlock, though, is that it's sort of like Shatterglass Bumblebee. The mold that they used for him was that Classics mold, which was one of the few times that Grimlock has not had the exact same transformation that he has always got.
Yeah, but he
So-
has the Pretender Grimlock transformation. So
Okay. Yeah. But point being, all the recent Grimlock toys would be more of his classic transformation style.
Well, and we already know this is going to be Leader, so this is just going to be a straight repaint of the Studio Series.
Yeah.
so it's not even true to original Shattered Glass. So it is on its face awful.
Yeah. There's something about Shattered Glass where it's like, oh, you got your T-Rex head for your feet? Cool.
Well, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be great. It's gonna be great. Best toy ever.
So Ron says the Shatterglass and G2 Grimlock are coming next year. So I wonder, are we going to get all the G2 Dinobots?
Yes, but not the
No.
colors we remember. The really gaudy colors that didn't
Yeah,
happen.
they're gonna give us the blue Grimlock, like blue
The
Grimlock,
yellow
green
and
flag, red
blue
snarl.
tiger stripe, right?
Hopefully they do yellow and blue tiger stripe at some point, maybe for a convention. I would love that, and they should do brown sludge, and whatever the hell swoop was, and do the things that didn't come out too. Like make it happen.
Yes.
Let's just get Studio Series Sludge first. I'm sorry, Studio Series Swoop first,
Snarl.
and then let's talk about Shattered Glass or G2 variants.
I'm 100% with you, Phil. Yeah, let's
You know what?
get
If
the
the only
essential
way to
problem.
get a swoop is to buy like all three in a box at the same time, I would do it. Sell me the G2, sell me the G1, sell me the Shattered Glass, make it one big thing, charge me $400. I don't care.
They're gonna
next
be
HasLab.
milking this Dinobot slow roll for until about 2034.
I mean, they've been good so far, man. So I kind of do want to throw money at them.
Only giant kits required for each. I'm down.
I have not posed them up myself, but I always love seeing the three of them standing together behind Anna's shoulder in her display.
You can't pose them up because the sludge will fall over.
Yeah. But again, the three of them standing together in their bot mode is like, oh yeah, that's 80s nostalgia, injected right into my veins kind of deal.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Chasing this Dinobot dragon.
So
That
I
about
also see
Dragon.
on
What is this, a
there,
Bayverse movie?
Generation Studio Series Deluxe War for Cybertron Infantry.
Aru? Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Army builder?
I barely remember what those guys look like if they're from the video game. I know I blew up a lot of them.
Was there an infantry character in the video game?
Yeah, there were generic,
Oh, okay.
generic foot soldiers for Autobots and Decepticons, and
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna need 10 of those, huh?
yeah, most of the
Yeah.
dudes that you were blowing up throughout the game were not, standard Autobots or Decepticons. They were, created for the game. And then you would fight like dudes that you knew as bosses, kind of thing.
So does that mean if we follow that logic, at some point we're going to get Transformers Devastation, the generic Viacons, which are just head swap redecos of Runabout and Runamuck in 15 colors?
I'd buy a 15 pack.
If they think we'll buy it.
Of whether they think we'll buy it or not, they're gonna produce it and be like, "You want to buy it, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you?"
Well, and yet they didn't release all those multicolored cogs that we were clamoring for from the Netflix show.
Who says that they're not gonna at some point?
They gave us 3.
It's true.
And they didn't give us any in actual Grand Max colors, so there's still room for official versions, and then all the flavors that we needed to get from Siege and Earthrise.
But hold on,
There's-
I'm
there's-
confused though. Besides Red Cog and Cog, who's the third one?
Splicers.
Oh yeah, wait, no, but that wasn't a Cog.
Oh no, you're right. That was Fast Track.
Yeah, that's Fast Track.
That was just
yeah.
the 2.
Because we did get the not throttle bots. What is he? It came with Mirage and Impactor.
Come on. Come on. Chromar? No. Zatar?
Oh yeah, the
no.
Power Dash.
No.
Power
The Power
Dashers,
Dashers.
there
Come
we
on.
go.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
This is why
I
the
have the
wiki
Japanese
exists, so that I
version
don't
of
have
the
to keep it
original.
in my brain.
Keep it in your brain. You gotta put it in your brain so you can't think of anything else. You're supposed to be defending the country, but all you can think of is Transformers.
Mr. Putin, we have found a person in the U.S. defense system that if we just bribe him with these transforming plastic toys, he would give us all of the codes.
Actually, they were 100% metal, and they,
Number 38.
yeah.
I have decided I'm just going to start numbering all the dumb things that people say about their childhood Transformers that they get the details all wrong. And that one is number 38. Oh, yeah, they were all metal.
All of them. The whole thing.
Whole
Just
thing.
one big solid hunk of metal.
Number 38.
All of them fired their wrists too. And they were 2 feet tall. Radine, I think, was one of them. That's the leader of the Autobots.
God.
So
Well, what else
So
is
yes.
on here? There's a Bumblebee movie Jungle Escape Pack, as well as a handful of well, that's going to be from the Rise of the Beasts movie.
Was the Jungle Escape Pack? I thought for some reason that was Buzzworthy. Is that
Yes.
the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Buzzworthy.
Yeah, that's-
Okay.
So let's
So-
assume that that's the shelf space successor to the other 4 packs from the
Bugs
last 2 years.
Collide and
Yeah.
Escape from Bugs or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you got to assume it's 3 or 4 deluxe class guys, or 2 deluxe and a Voyager or something, depending on what's in the studio series.
We don't have a price point there. It could be a 2-pack.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So side note question.
Yeah.
Odds we will hear "Welcome to the Jungle" in Rise of the Beast.
Only if they get the rights.
They'll get
the-
Yeah. Didn't the last Transformers movie do a bunch of Guns N' Roses with it? I swear they did. Didn't the Bumblebee movie? Or I'm trying to think. I swear there was some movie that had a bunch of Guns N' Roses with it.
As much as I say I like the Bumblebee movie, I've only seen it once.
I do remember they had the one scene where they played "You Got the Touch," and that's all I really remember from the music. It was a lot of '80s music. I don't remember. No, because Guns N' Roses was late '80s / early '90s. So Guns
But
N'
that
Roses wasn't fit.
that wouldn't stop them from just shoehorning it in anachronistically and saying it's fine. No one knows the difference. No one knows dates. No one knows how culture works or when everything came out. Who pays attention to details like that? Come on.
Again, Bumblebee was not directed by Michael Bay, so
But it was produced by Michael Bay, and he doesn't give a fuck. His money tells you what he wants it to do. That's my positive spin, folks.
I
Thanks for
don't off the top of my head remember any Guns N' Roses in the Bumblebee movie. But again, odds we will hear "Welcome to the Jungle" and "Rise of the Beast."
If the song isn't in the movie, someone's saying the line. One of the 2 things will happen for sure.
Oh, I hope it's primal and just in a moment of all seriousness, like "Welcome to the jungle," and it's just like, oh, farts and Prime. I don't know. Prime
No,
says
it'll be Cheetor. You know where you are. You in the
No.
jungle, baby.
it won't fit. It won't make sense.
yeah.
It won't work. However they apply it, it won't work, and everyone's gonna cheer. Yay!
Live version though, you need the live version where it's like Axl Rose, like, you know who the fuck you are. You're in the jungle, baby. Wake up, time to die.
Oh, what if Axl Rose is in the movie, but they've age regressed him, and and he's got that weird face. Yeah, he looks like Wolverine Picard or whatever his name is, Professor Xavier. His face is just sliding around on his.
Big side note.
Well, there you go. That's Glad our predictions for the movie here. There you go. Sure, we can rewind this here.
Zoldron saying we're never going to get
months.
the other Headmaster Juniors from the Decepticons. You could do a jungle. You could do Scarab in that jungle pack. You could have a big angry beetle guy or Cancer, not Scarab, Cancer. You can do a big angry beetle dude in a jungle pack. Come on.
Don't worry, Zaldron. You know Hasbro's good about completing teams.
5 to 10 years later, with completely new engineering that doesn't match.
Just keep them waiting. Be all right.
Well, yeah, maybe there'll be a deluxe Insecticon in the set too. We'll just get one of those at a time, for the next 5 years.
I think those are all the highlights from our leak list.
Are we ready for the lowlights?
See if there's anything else jumping out at me here. No idea what the other two selects are, but I'd wager they're probably Voyagers.
That 35 Canadian. That's American.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm seeing yes, deluxes. So who knows?
Are we gonna see any more combiners or repainting the Motormaster? Because we've gotten a couple of them, but
this is
you
Transformers.
only get one
Hasbro.
G2 Stunticon in any given instance. That's it. Just one.
This is Hasbro and this is Transformers. They're done with combiners. They're done with repaints. They've given up on that.
Yes.
But I could see Motormaster being retooled as Thunderclash. I could see, and if that happens, then we'll get a Machine Wars Optimus. So then they get to say it's Optimus Prime, even though it's not. So there's two more uses of the mold there. If they want to do that, they could do Gen 2. Who knows?
I want that Thunderclash.
Yeah.
Same.
Gimme. Maybe they'll shoehorn him into the next Shattered Glass assortment, like Flame War.
Like Flame War, yeah, totally a Shattered Glass character. Yeah, whatever. Same with Slicer. Here,
It's all BotCon. It's all the same.
Yeah.
It all goes in the Shattered Glass label.
These nerds don't care. They don't care about
care.
details.
We got Action Master Slicer. Who cares if they say it's Shattered Glass Wheeljack? I don't care.
Well, at least that sort of made sense because it's kind of sort of him.
If the insignias don't work, though, I mean, I don't want to have to buy decals. I know, but I don't want to have to. I shouldn't have to.
It was good enough for the last 15 years. Now, all of a sudden, it's not anymore.
They do so many things so right, and then they're just like, and fuck it for that. Whatever. They don't care. We don't care. They don't care. They're going to give us the money. Oh, look. We got that money. Okay. And then they just keep on trucking. Because the one guy turns into a truck.
Robert Crumb?
Yes.
Wait, is Santa Prime considered a collab?
I don't think
Were
so.
they collaborating with the North Pole?
With Santa's Workshop.
I'm just wondering if it had that branding on. I didn't think it did, but I
what
just double
set
checking.
series was it from? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, not until somebody finally trademarks exclusive rights to Santa. It's not a collab yet.
I'm sure Gene Simmons has tried.
I'm just trying to figure out for Peter, what box does the Santa Prime or Holiday Prime check?
Didn't purchase.
What?
Wow.
Won't purchase.
Lucas has one to sell you.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah, here.
Christmassy enough for me.
Here, I got one for you here.
Yeah, exactly. I saw what happened to yours, and I saw what happened to Ben's, and I am good to go. Thank
Hey,
you.
you
I'll
know
wait for it to be... Once it's redecoed as Laser Prime, I might think about it.
I got a new one. They sent me another one, so hey.
They had one to send you?
Yeah. It didn't sell out. Yeah, so they had one to send me. Oh, is it sold out now? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know,
I sent them an email about the screwed up Shattered Glass Flame War that I have, and they responded and then stopped responding and closed the case without doing anything. So,
Oh,
Cool.
Thank you for your interest in Hasbro Pulse. Your money is very meaningful to us, and we appreciate it. Goodbye.
it's like I already bought a replacement because I knew you were going to screw this up, but like you could have at least given me my money back.
You know, I would have taken Lucas's broken one if they had just included a simple Santa hat. That's all I wanted from Santa Prime was the
It does
hat.
feel like he's missing that, right?
It'll come out in like a
Yeah,
buzzworthy
that's
Bumblebee
right.
jungle set.
I
So
don't know. I
just
mean, I
in
saw
art.
that Repro Labels has or Toy Hacks has a sticker set for it. I didn't know if does that come with a Santa hat or no. I have no idea.
Anyways, I was just saying that I feel like we're in a new ecosystem right now for Transformers with the movie and the cartoon line and the main line all coming out at the same time. We've got a wide range of things that we can get toys from. And therefore, when we start talking about, well, what could this generation select be? Or what could this what could this crossover toy be? It could come from a lot of different sources. I mean, like when you look at X-Pants, he's a crossover toy, but he was a Revenge of the Fallen movie, the best or studio series, Jetfire. So we haven't had that kind of setup in a little while where, suddenly we can get some, we're going to get a repainted Rise of the Best RC for our Earthspark RC toy. I mean, again, not saying it will happen, but we haven't had this kind of moment for a while. And we used to have those moments much more frequently.
Speaking of Earthspark, it's a little odd that there are no Earthspark leaks on this list at all. Not a single
kid's
piece.
line. No one pays attention to that.
Oh, it was canceled quietly, like BotBots, and it's dead and gone, and more money,
the
please.
Best Transformers cartoon in a decade, and we're just going to quietly shove it off this Mortal Coil.
It would not surprise me at all.
That wouldn't surprise me at all now that you put it that way. Yeah, I mean, if it's good,
It's good.
it's got to be on the chopping block.
Yeah. But if they can
Guys will like
shoehorn
this thing.
some
We can't have
Energon molds into it, if they can put Energon molds into some Rise of the Best packaging, man, they're gonna sell it to you a bunch of times.
Oh, who was the Rhino from Energon?
Backstop, right?
He's backstop in America. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be the Rhinox toy.
All right, Lucas, I think we covered everything.
Well, there we go. I'm trying to think. Do we have any other leaks or anything recent that we want to discuss? No.
There's a video game
Yeah, we
trailer.
haven't really talked about the video game.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. We're talk about a new ecosystem. Blech.
Yeah.
Another video game that I won't play.
Why
Yeah.
won't you play it, Nick?
Because Nick's busy. He
That's
doesn't have
bait.
time. He doesn't have time. He's busy with the store. I can help him out at this one. He doesn't. He just there's lots going on.
Isn't
And
it
he
a
doesn't have time
first-person
to sit
shooter?
down and
Isn't this
engage
another
with it.
first-person shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get
It's a-
carsick playing those.
Okay.
It's a
I think that
first-person shooter
GoldenEye
going
is the
around.
worst thing to ever happen to video games because everything's only ever wanted to be GoldenEye ever since. So,
Well, I mean, GoldenEye was trying to be Doom, but which was trying to be Wolfenstein.
yeah.
They-
But at least
they were
Doom and
all trying
Wolfenstein
to
were,
beat Dark Forces.
unique and fun and different. And GoldenEye was just the same repetitive bullshit.
Did you not like Transformers Quake?
What?
It's an old mod back in the
Oh,
Quake 2.
right. Vaguely remember that was a thing.
God, I don't think I ever saw that. I would have been very excited for that back in the day. Played a ton of Quake back in the day.
And then, as much as I was complaining about this trailer when I saw it, because, old man yells at cloud, I tried to think about, like, what sort of Transformers game I would play. And I couldn't come up with anything, because
They
mostly what
already
I like
released it. It was
is,
called Armada.
JRPGs and tactics games and the Binding of Isaac and platformers and things like that. Metroidvanias. So I guess if they remade that Mystery of Convoy game as a modern Metroidvania, I'd play it. So maybe I'm not the guy to ask about Transformers video games. I don't know. Somebody must enjoy them.
I will say if some of you guys and other people that I'm friends with in Transformers like get into that game and I can play that online with you dudes and we all can yell at each other and over headsets, I'd be down for that. I'm not saying you will want to or you four specifically will be into that, as Peter's shaking his head no vigorously. But like, you know, I've got other buddies that through the Transformers group that like they love Destiny. They hang out and play Destiny a ton together. And it's like I played Destiny for like a week and like I didn't take the day off when this game came out and I'm already like, you know, 40 hours behind you in terms of gameplay hours and you know, achievements and whatnot. But like playing with Surge and Christian and all that, I don't know if Christian plays video games. I know Surge does a lot. But like playing a Transformers game with Surge, that'd be a darn good time.
I have a buddy that bought me several Call of Duty games because he was really desperately trying to get me to like get on the headset. He bought me a headset. Let's play this game. And thanks for the game. And it went in the drawer. Bloop.
I thought you were going to say you sold him by Transformers.
No. Trading on Call of Duty games. Do you like a nickel? Would you like a nickel, son? No, I'm good.
Would you like a nickel off that Transformers store?
Right.
No, it's 10 cents store credit.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I still love the Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron games. And so if they make a Transformers game that happens to also be a good first-person shooter, like that would be pretty exciting, I think, in my opinion.
I did play a little bit of the first one, War for Cybertron. It was a third-person shooter, so I was okay. I wasn't as carsick playing that. It was all right.
I played through the first one. I didn't play the second one. I bought it. I think it's still in the wrap. I like Devastation enough, but it was really repetitive. And
yeah,
the story
I got bored real fast.
It was pretty though.
I own Devastation, but I've never played it. Nick, I'm starting to think maybe I was in the same room as you potentially for something, because the only time I've been to New York Comic Con is when they unveiled the second video game.
Yeah.
And so if you were in that presentation room, I would have been in the same room with you at that time. You know, probably 6 years before I actually met you face to face.
If it was the general Hasbro panel at a New York Comic Con, I was probably there. If it was a video game specific panel, I would have skipped it because I was working and I couldn't get away.
Yeah, I think I can't remember 100%. I think it might have been the general Hasbro Transformers panel, and then they showed like, oh, here's Grimlock in the video game, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's sweet.
I was there the year they gave out the Beast Hunters T-shirts, and maybe it was the year before or the year after that, because they only did like 2 or 3 like Transformers brand panels.
Yeah.
At New York Comic Con before they were like, nope, we don't do that here.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because I still have my Beast Hunters T-shirt from that event. I saved it.
I know they had a big booth set up for like you to make your character for the Transformers RPG that never came out.
Yeah, that was at BotCon. I did that.
Yeah.
Not any of the other Transformer video games, but I have been doing the new RPG, tabletop RPG that came out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's simple. It's very
with faint praise.
There's gonna need to be some errata coming out. Fix a few little things. You can. There are certain parts where you can see that maybe this section of the book's probably meant more for the G.I. Joe game or some other game that they've made with the exact same rule set.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and I do like the way they've made they made it so the weapons could be like flavored, like, you know how all the different Seekers are all just slightly different, but they're basically the same damn thing. Just like you can do that kind of thing in there too. I like it.
So when you say it's simple, is it simple like okay, like the trading card game? Did you ever play that? The Transformers one? Because that one was it was a little more simplified compared. Of course, I mean obviously starting out, all of those types of games are simple, and then they kind of as they release sets. But that was a really fun game, and I know that they actually still have a community that's supporting that game. As well. So yeah, I was curious, like when you say it's simple, if it's necessarily a bad thing.
Yes, yes, the chat is also.
With respect to that card game, Lucas, I mean,
my cats are up to something inappropriate.
A testament to the popularity and staying power of the older card game is that they still have room set up for it at TFCon and stuff for people to go down and play. And I mean, every time I pop by there were people in there playing. So, I mean, that's nice. I know the same company, I believe, that just released the RPG also released the deck building game, which had some really fun art. And my kiddo got the core set or whatever for Christmas, so we're going to be playing that here pretty soon, I think, once he decides to get it out. So that'll be fun to check out. And Anna was saying some stuff about the RPG last week, I believe, saying that the rules could use some fleshing out, and some of the art in the RPG book is not where it should be.
Oh.
I don't think I noticed that.
Something about the seekers being piles of blocks or something. I don't know. I haven't seen it myself, so.
It does.
I have a copy in my hold box at work, but I haven't taken it home yet. So.
Okay, now everyone, public service announcement: don't leave things in your hold box at the comic book store. Don't. Go pick it up. The comic book store owner man wants you to spend the money and get the things out of the box. So if you're a comic book store owner man, don't leave things in the box, because you're going to be looking in the mirror saying, I need to take that stuff home. I need to buy those magic cards. I need to buy that Beast Hunters t-shirt. Whatever. I need those NFTs. I need them.
We don't need to talk about the entire shelf of crap I have sitting to work right now.
Yeah, some of that's my stuff.
I think one thing at work is yours.
You've got like masterpiece stuff you're holding for me. Universe
that's
stuff
all,
you're
that's
holding
all sitting
for
in my
me.
living room. All your stuff is in my living room. I just
okay. I need to come over then.
Mm.
If that's the outcome of this, then sure.
Oh no.
There's a store that has showcases that I'm interested in. It's in New Jersey. And I asked them how much would it cost to ship things down to me. And they're like, oh, it'll cost more than the cases itself. So you're welcome to buy them from us. And I was like, hey, Nick, do you think you could? And he's like, no, absolutely not.
Oh.
Okay. So I guess my toys will just be in piles on the floor. Right, Galvatron? Right.
I don't have a road trip buddy anymore, Peter. I lost my road trip buddy.
Sorry. I can be a road trip buddy, but you got to come pick me up.
But then it's one way. What do I do to get home?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Amtrak. We've got a really good public, federally blah blah trainee system around here, right? The trains are good in America.
You just need a longer road trip. The two of you meet up and both come out to LA. TFCon.
There you go.
With the display cases in my van.
Yeah.
Display cases. We have to drive the display cases from New Jersey to LA.
To LA.
And back to Florida.
Well, you can swing up through the Bay Area, and we'll visit, and then drive down to LA. So you've made it like a nice little Z across the country.
There we go. I've done that trip. Well, not that trip. I drove from Fairbanks, Alaska, down to Little Rock, Arkansas, out to San Diego, and then back to Arkansas at one point. That's a fun trip.
Good God, man.
You personally drove that?
I drove parts of it.
Wow.
I was a kid though, but there were no rules back when I was a kid because I'm old. So, yeah, I got to drive a little bit. I was 8. It's cool.
This is why Peter only has one sibling.
I've got like 6 or 7 siblings.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm the oldest. I survived.
That's what I'm saying. Some of them died in fiery car accidents when an 8-year-old was driving.
Oh no. The end. Book club is gonna be good.
Yeah, I don't know. What's book club this week? I have no idea. Do you know, Catherine?
It's all drawn. Catherine.
Hold on, let me go look.
Is it
Club.
Optimus Prime something or something?
Unicron number
Unicron.
4 and Optimus Prime number 23.
My condolences.
No, that stuff, I mean, it was okay.
Hey, you know what? Once they get done with all the, that season, they're going to go to the new stuff, Nick.
I am looking forward to that. I loved that run.
I haven't read any of it. I own it
so
all.
good.
I haven't read a single book.
So good. You're denying yourself some brilliant world building.
It came out during that period where I was like, what's a comic book? Because, I didn't work in a comic book store anymore.
So now you can sit and read them collectively all at once. Join us in the book club.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's part of it. For those of you that missed it, you can
join us
in the book club.
A couple issues each week.
Yep.
Good times.
So I guess that's New Year's Day. Is that right? Sunday's New Year's Day.
Yes.
So book club on Sunday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Is that right?
6:30 Pacific. That's the time that matters.
Okay. So there you go. 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Yeah, that'd be 6:30 Pacific. And I do apologize to Catherine for never actually posting Pacific times on anything. So
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
The trade-off is it was 65 degrees yesterday, so okay.
I think it's supposed to be in the 50s later this week here. So hey,
What was the high today? 18?
something like that.
62. That is unusually warm for us this time of year. We're usually colder too.
So there you go.
Coldest Christmas Eve in over 100 years.
I'm in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's in Florida. He was complaining he had to put the heat on.
We didn't put the heat on. I told the kids to find a blanket.
Suck it up.
You guys have heat in Florida?
Yeah, we have heat in Florida. It makes the house smell like it's on fire, but we have heat,
Because all the dust that collects on it because you don't use it enough.
Yeah. Once every 100 years, it kicks on and we smell like the house is burning down, and then, it's all good.
Yeah.
We just sprinkle some meth on it, and it goes away. Problem solved.
There you go. That's good.
I hear that's how a lot of problems are solved down there.
Man, it's so good. So good being here.
Florida man.
All right, well, thank you
sprinkled
guys
deep.
for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. And thank you to everyone in the chat. Thanks to Zaldron and Ron. And thanks to Soulcraft. Thanks to...
Osmosis Dark Hill David.
Yep, he just joined as well. So now that he's here, we are heading out, I suppose. So anyway, well, happy holidays to everyone. And hope everyone has a good week, and we will see everyone next week.
Happy New
Smash that
Year.
like, hit subscribe, like and comment.
Smash that